final process of assembling the TopLift Pro is going to be the adjustment. So in order to get the proper adjustment, we're going to do as follows, start to finish. First, let's go to your brake lever. Let's make sure it's insecure. If it is not, there is a little rubber backing back here that we can just pop off, which is snug. This pops off, and you can put a 5mm socket on here, Allen wrench, and tighten this up properly in case it is loose. Second, I want to be able to get 3 fingers in here. My fingers are a little fatter than yours maybe, but in theory it's about 2 inches. If it's closer like this, there's an adjustment at the very end of the brake lever that there's a tiny Allen head screw that is in here. Back it out all the way. We don't need it. Okay? And then finally, let's make sure that this little adjustment screw is you're going to either get a black one or a silver one. It is going to meet the green, so screw it in clockwise all the way to meet the green, and then we can work on your yoke. All right, next we're going to loosen this up, your yoke. So these 2 set screws loosen up. Then we're going to take this and we're going to install our clevis pin on it. So what we want to do is we want to make sure all the slack is out of this. So pull on this and pull on both sides, okay? So now we're pulling all the slack out. As we're pulling the slack out, let's go ahead and tighten up one of the set screws, okay? Tighten it up real good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust. What that is going to do is now take the slack out by counterclockwise turning this, and this will start to move our unit. And we can push on this a little bit to make it a little easier. Okay, and as we do this, this is where we want to be. We want to be about halfway on the tooth. So make sure that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to pull in up here. Now you see how it's hitting up here and not on the bottom? So let's put it there. Let's go ahead and pull on this just a hair at the top. Still hitting just a hair. Let's pull in a little bit more. And now we're missing everywhere. So we're good to go there, but we want to pull in just a little bit more so that we're free to clear. Pull it just a hair. We're good. Up. We grab. Yes. Down. We grab. Yes. And we're all set. So now all we need to do is tighten this up real tight, and tighten these 2 bolts up really tight. Every hole gets a cap except for the square holes and this under tube on each side. So we have 16 supplied caps in the packages. You got 4 that were already installed in the S-frame. You can just remove the 2 that were on the bottom, and that should give you 2 extra in case one was damaged in shipping. So caps just simply pop in. One note to look for on the gear bracket with the bolts. In the bolt pack, there is a definite separated bolt that will have you install the shorter separated bolt into the top of the gear bracket. Secondly, the bolts may all be the same. If they are, go to the edge of the nylon thread with the bolt, finger flush, and that just ensures that you caught the nylon threading to lock it. Other than that, there may be a separate longer bolt, just 5 millimeters longer than the other bolts, that will be used for here. Those two options do exist. All right, so just to top it off, I want to thank everybody for choosing TopLift Pros. And 2, just follow the video. You should have a cool breeze in assembling. Once it's assembled, it is absolute complete, and this will be a really simple system to use, taking your top off each and every time and installing it. And if you need any assistance whatsoever, just please reach out to us at tech@topliftpros.com, and we will quickly respond and help you out with anything that you are needing. Thanks again.